Okay, we got a lot of good news. The plays that I told y'all since the last episode has went up extremely profitable. Right now, we have CYBL them pretty much doubled, close to tripled, and it's still a long-term play. We got NAV, the cryptocurrency exchange. As pretty much, it's literally at a simple dollar hold because it's net savings link. Crypto exchange has blew up 35% today, so the markets is literally running when it comes to my plays. Even though it's in a bear market, people should focus on the China bear because the Chinese market is on a bear market. Biotech bear, 3x leverage. If you're going to go that way when it comes to taking advantage of a multi-week bear market, so the China bear is pretty much a play how you could be able to profit off of it. Bonds and also other commodities like gold. So the crypto exchanges has a lot of potential due to the fact that a lot of funding is being raised from a lot of private money that's going into these public companies. So it's pretty much a good day when it comes to a lot of situations. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look at net savings, ticker NSAV. So we're going to see, because it was up at least 45%, but it kind of tapered down. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look at this real quick. Respect to everybody that's coming in. Please like the video. And it's also open panel as well. And I'm going to share the StreamYard link as well for everybody that's coming in. Net Savings Link Inc. up 35%. Says here, NSAV announced it's on target to become the U.S. second public cryptocurrency exchange. Enters in a $2 trillion marketplace. I've been telling y'all that for a couple of episodes now. So this is pretty much Net Savings Link is the target to become the second U.S. cryptocurrency exchange. And it's at 4 cents. So when I say a dollar hold, that's a long-term hold. Plus in the past 5 days, that's the trend. 87% all last week. Past month, 305%. So I've been telling you guys this for a minute now. 6 months, you always catch certain things on a dip. You always look at the information. If it goes to 20 cents, that's a 5x profit, but everything is uptrending. So in the past 5 days, 87%. Today, 35.2%. So people should always focus on either looking at the mergers and the pink currents, because this is also has a merger play that's coming in as well. So that is literally a situation you can still be able to profit on, and it's never too late. It's never too late, because when it hits a dollar, people will be either doing the fixed dollar cost averaging, where you're either setting aside $30, $40 into your Interactive Brokers account, TD Ameritrade account, and you can be able to do your setup like that and be able to have a good strategy move. And LCLP, that's another play that I've been telling you guys on as well. That blew up exponentially. So we're going to look at that next. So in the past month, that's pretty much it's been its trend. Past 5 days, as you can see, pretty much the trend. Today up another 25%. And my price target would be 15 cents. So when it has another big run up, because this is continuously going up the past 5 days, as you can see. Mergers, acquisitions, custodianship, and also reverse mergers. Those are the reason why these things blow up very big. Those are the reasons why those things blow up extremely big. Respect to everybody that's coming in. Salute to you, Mr. Williams. Respect to you. Respect to you. I appreciate everybody that's coming in. If anybody wants to get on the panel and have any questions, please feel free to join. Letting things warm up. But definitely have to tell y'all those plays, though. Definitely have to tell those plays. So the Dow Jones is in a bear. So we're going to be able to look at that as well. I think the bear market is pretty much a profitable angle when you start using leverage. Because if the market is down 3%, then that means you're up 9% or 10% at times when it comes to using leverage. Let's be able to look at the market as well. Let's look at the Dow Jones. So we're going to look at the Dow. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and we can look at it right now. So whoever that pretty much had the bear, like I told you, is winning. Because we have a very bearish day. We literally have 1,000-point drop. And this is bad. Oh, this is bad. But I told you in the previous videos how to profit on a crash. So people that had the Dow Jones bear, people that had those inverse 2x, 3x ETFs is winning. So that is the trend in the past 5 days when it came to the Dow. The past 6 months has been green. But today it's been 1,000-point drop. So you look at this drop and you notice in the past month, the trend. Everything is pretty much at a trend lens where it's bearish. I think people should always focus on having a good bear trading strategy. Always have a good bear trading strategy because the market is literally at a 1,000-point drop. So that is literally something that is very changing. Huge sell-off. Asian markets is at a bear. Oil and gas is still up. Healthcare stocks is pretty much booming, but people should always have a good intraday type of strategy and multi-week strategy to become very effective when screening certain type of stocks. So that Dow Jones indicators pretty much shows that having that bear 3x that I told you guys a week ago actually would have made you some money today. So we're going to see the bear market inverse because I'm going to show you guys the Dow Jones again so you can see 1,000-point drop is very, very, very bad from 9 to literally as we speak. The bear is pretty much winning right now. So the bears is winning. So let me type in bear 3x. as I told you, the bear is pretty much up. You buy this to be able to have a good hedge. So in the past month, it's pretty much the trade line, and you use this either a day trade or a multi-day, but you never try to go too long when it comes to this. But in the past 5 days, up 12%. Up today, people that have their situations like that, they made some money. And this is not the only bear 3x stock. There's actually plenty of inverses. So this is direction, daily Dow Jones, internet bear 3x. That's how you profit off of a bear market. So when this is literally green, it's because this is red. So you always make money on the reverse. You always make sure you have a strategy when it comes to having hedges. So you always stay yourself prepared on what's necessary. So you always try to make sure that you got a strong hedge to be able to figure out, okay, when this is down, I'm pretty much going to be up because I got this inverse and I got those inverses. And I can also have a good, keen understanding of when. Like we have another conversation that's going to be coming up on the channel. I'm going to invite a couple more people when it comes to looking at the markets. But Janet Yellen did not do people that was trading a service. A lot of situations that I told you guys about, like CYBL, blew up, and that's because of merger news. NSAV, that's up 35%. And that is because strictly they are going to be the second U.S. exchange. Plus, you have a lot of type of approvals that they're getting, mergers, partnerships. That makes the stock blows up where it can go to multi we talking about multi-bagger. We can talk about 15x, 20x, 30x. And only how we can get those 50x's will probably be if it can be able to get probably a partnership. But it's mostly them lithium stocks that can get the big partnerships with Tesla, as I mentioned with Quantum Battery Corp a couple of weeks ago. But that's a long-term play. But you know, people should stay informed because even when the bear market is running, there's still plays that are still going up very vertical, regardless of if the market was up or down. So people should always get their due diligence clearly based off of using websites like Benzinga, researching the OTC markets, getting informed when it comes to a lot of government stuff involving either government news, XPEV. But I know NEO is something I told you guys about when it was $18. Now it's ranging around 45 to 50. So people should stick with it because that's literally $150 stock easily. Off of the one, it's one of the biggest Chinese sellers. Two, China is blocking all its power when it comes to making sure Tesla doesn't have a big market share. Okay. I told people about Toyota, Adam. See, people that book consultations with me been got this information, but I told you guys about car manufacturers like Toyota, Honda, Ford is a call option when it comes to situations of manufacturers. I think people, like I showed you guys last video, CRSM, that's Car Smart. Y'all need to be focusing on used car stocks due to the fact that used car sales has been up 70% in the past 6 months. So the trend is upward when it comes to that. Very upward. Very upward. It got a lot of momentum on it. People should always focus on the used car market due to the fact that, you know, we have a semiconductor shortage. TSM, that's Taiwan Semiconductors. Ben told you guys that. That's literally a situation for you to take advantage of because the semiconductor market is not going to be up and running probably fully until 2023, 2024, due to the fact that that 1 year shortage was actually a situation of production being cut, production not being there. You know, it cuts a lot of situations, but Toyota, Honda, Ford, TSM for the semiconductors, What else? What else? What else? Also look at companies that either do motherboard. TSM. No, it's Taiwan Semiconductors. Matter of fact, Tyson Foods ain't bad as well because a lot of food, a lot of food is going up as well. So that is something that you also can look in as well. But it's TSM. TSM is Taiwan Semiconductors. Matter of fact, let me share my screen so I can show you guys what I'm referring to. Tyson Foods ain't bad though, due to the fact that you got a lot of food being sold. But creditbuilder475@gmail.com is my email for anybody who wants to get in contact with me. And $ Mr. Perfect 23G for donations as well. So my email is in the chat. So we're going to look at TSM because semiconductors is important due to the fact that it's a supply chain shortage. Lumber stocks is actually down as well, I noticed. Hold on. This is for the link for anybody that wants to join the panel. Feel free to join the panel if anybody got any questions before they book a consultation, or if they just want to be able to add some commentary, feel free to join in. Feel free to join in. But we're going to look at TSM. Then we're going to look at the healthcare 3X bull, because I think the healthcare 3X bull is something that if you put in $100 every 2 weeks, the money can double due to the fact that it's running. You have a lot of COVID funding coming in, so people should take advantage and be able to profit off of that. But I'm going to search TSM. This is very important as well. So Honda, Ford, Toyota, Tesla, if you got call options on Tesla, or get you some fractional shares if you can't afford a full share of Tesla. Get you on it on M1 Finance, Interactive Brokers on a trading platform. I use TD Ameritrade, but TD Ameritrade is tripping now, so I got to find a new broker. TD Ameritrade is definitely turning on its clientele. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look at TSM. And LCLP is a play that you guys that already got the list pretty much know. But if anybody that has to be able to figure out any type of semiconductor shortage play, how to profit off of it, it would be TSM on a long-term basis. Preferably on a long-term basis. So this is Taiwan Semiconductors, the largest semiconductor. So Apple used this company. So in the past month, that is the trend. Past 6 months, sideways, bearish, sideways. So people that either are option traders that are doing the sell high, buy in low, doing a short put, they made money off of this downturn. So you can make money off of the bear and the bull when it comes to stocks, indexes, or anything evolving in the market. But this is pretty much to year to date. And this is not going to be cheap for too long, people. This is not going to be cheap for too long. This doubling within 2 years, 2 to 3 years, is definitely very possible. It's traded on the New York Stock Exchange as well. So Apple used this company. Phone companies need it. So people should always focus on how to profit on certain segments of the economy that either have a shortage. So used car stocks is something you could be able to make money on directly when it comes to short-term gains. So really, I think people should focus on being more analytical when it comes to their approach. You should always see the market as being cynical, knowing that the bear market should be people's minds. So the 3X leverage is something where if you put in 50 to 100, 200 to 300 maximum. Maximum set aside, have a good understanding of how to get in and get out because it's rebalancing. So you have that leverage, you could be able to profit off of a 8% downturn market because this 1,000% drop is literally like a free falling knife. This is literally just free falling, but I still got certain plays that I need y'all to focus on. I need to look at my phone real quick as somebody is messaging me. I don't know what people. Okay. So the reason why I got you guys looking at LCLP is it's a $400 million valuation. So we got to look at that chart again because it's still running. As we speak, it's still running. It is still running. So this has a $400 million valuation, unrestricted shares of 1.2 billion to reach the market cap, and it would be priced at 32 cents to 33 cents easily. Math doesn't lie. So this is where I use the valuation and see that this stock is very underrated. And this is why this situation blew up in the past 5 days, about 2,000%. And I told you guys about this like several months ago. But that's why people should buy and hold, because it was flatlined for all these months. Most of these months were flatline. And it could go up probably higher than 50 cents because this was the situation when it first started. Past 5 days, 2,000%. Past month, today as we speak, still running. 32 to 33 cents. That's literally the price target due to all the numbers, the mergers, acquisitions. That's how people could be able to profit, man. Respect everybody that's coming in. Salute to you. Salute to everybody that's coming in. I appreciate everybody that shows support. Please like the video. Please share. And also, this is an open panel. We need an open discussion. So, an NSAV is pretty much the stock that I want you guys to really lock in on. Like, truly to lock in on. Due to the fact that, one, the cryptocurrency exchange has Coinbase, Nas, Kevin Durant, everybody that's somebody has made hundreds of millions of dollars off the Coinbase IPO on a bigger scale. Net savings link. This is pretty much a situation where it can go $1 in valuation a share. That's 4 cents. It's up 35% today. I told you guys about this the last time we were streaming. Up 85% in the past 5 days. The past month, 305. So 305. It did a 305 in the past month. It's still very undervalued, extremely underrated. People should always be very keenly on mergers and acquisitions. If you don't know what that means, definitely you're going to have to research that when it comes to Google. People need to get informed when it comes to these plays because situations like this is not going to be cheap for long, especially when people get that volume and find out that, wait a minute, net savings link is up how much percent? 305%, 87% in the past 5 days, 35% today, with news pretty much backing it, verifying that it's pretty much on target to become the second public cryptocurrency exchange, entering a $2 trillion marketplace. The more coins that it has in its exchange, the more money it makes off of its transaction fees, holding fees, and also when it comes to volume of people that's getting involved in this. So that's the ticketer, NSAV, TD Ameritrade, Interactive Brokers, Charles Schwab, not Webull. I don't believe. Not yet, because it's definitely going to be uplisted to the NASDAQ. And when it hits the NASDAQ, it could be $2 easily. $2 to $5. Get it very early. Bullish move. And I got another stock that involves of cryptocurrency and NFTs. It's GMER. I told you about that the last episode. So it's 45%. That was last week's news. So it's very bullish. And it's pink current as well. So it has all its financials verified due to the fact that it's actually emerging as the second operator when it comes to this stuff. So micro cap daily. Look at this. Powerhouse comeback as emerging as crypto operator expands on its virtual broker. And also, this is another company y'all need to focus as well. When it comes to fully regulated cryptocurrency exchanges, this is literally billions of dollars in volume that comes, because when people find out this is actually operating with Coinbase, because Coinbase is somewhat limited, it's very big due to the fact that you could be able to buy your cryptos and transfer it. But I don't know, I keep cutting off this screen. Screen cuts off the view. So I'm gonna have to copy and paste this link for you guys. So I'm just gonna copy and paste all the links as we see, because I gotta move on, because I can't overly expound my point on this. But August 9th is the launch date. So this stock is gonna be blowing up even higher. August 9th, y'all. Y'all need to get in before August 9th hits. Right now, we pretty much in the tail end of July. August 9th is in the middle of August. If it goes 33 cents, people can at least get a 10x on their money. People could get a nice solid 10x. People could be able to profit. And I'm going to put the link in of that source. That's one source. And I got about 2 more sources in the bag as well. Adam, it's NSAV. And we're going to look at GMER. That's another cryptocurrency stock. People should morally look at the stock of the cryptocurrency rather than just, relying on the coins to go up, which I do have a couple coin plays that we can look at. But people should really be focused on, one, the stocks that are literally having that type of promotion when it comes to big news sources, because that's literally a big play. But this is something that is a NFT and crypto play. And I told you about these stocks, about how this is literally a $2 play. But in the past month, it has a good uptrend. Went from 24 cents from the 21st of June to July 9th. So this is, like I said, this is like a multi-day, 2-week swing when it comes to the news. And you look for mergers, you look for pink current, and you look for these months ahead, because I told this about this situation months prior. It's finally starting to blow up because it got good news, a partnership, merger situation lined up. Plus, crypto plays does very well. NFTs does well. Poker and gambling does very well. So, and more of the season of gambling, it's usually when sports come around. That's when gambling really takes takes up. So Good Gaming has situation with DeFi, and I told you about all the people that are involved with cryptocurrencies. If you're going to focus on the technology, focus on blockchain technology, focus on digital finance when it comes to the lending coins. The lending coins is literally how you can leverage a lot due to the fact that it's loans on the cryptocurrency gain. So they don't have to face a taxable event because loans are not income. Well, loans are not taxable due to the fact that they're not income. But these are a powerful runner. The gambling industry, digital finance, NFTs, well diversified when it comes to its play. So people should always look at how to make a very strong case when it comes to everything that they enter into. So I got about 500 more plays. I got more plays for y'all, but if anybody wants to come in and join the conversation, if anybody have any questions, and if anybody wants to be able to ask any questions before booking a consultation, definitely join in. I do have a lot of resourceful information. We're going to talk about real estate and credit as well, because really people should work on their personal so they could be able to get their LLC, so they can get situations with a credit union where they can get the 20, 30,000 no doc loans when it comes to no tax returns needed. Only thing they would pretty much would need is a good personal of 650 and above. I'm getting people's credit repaired as we speak. And I'm also expanding my branches when it comes to certain partnerships, when it comes from corporate credit, due to the fact that a lot of apartment buildings are available. Asset-based lending and corporate credit is two different things, but somewhat anonymous, because you can still use it to get those properties. Helping a person that's in North Carolina when it comes to a lot of tax liens and deeds. So a lot of research when it comes to that, cash for deed. You can be able to take it. Situations that we had on the last episode looked like a shed, but it had a lot of lot space where you can convert that shed into a couple of buildable apartments on that land area. So it's a converted type of development that people should look at as well, involving real estate and certain rentals, seller financing. People got 30,000 liquid off of the business credit that I can be able to get involved with them off of Key Bank. It's a good credit union. They do the no doc program up to $50,000. So situations like that, 30,000, you can be able to get to a property that's 230, 240 based off of seller financing. You can be able to get into a situation where your lease payments is 1,500. 1,500, you can be able to do a situation where you have an end buyer, Airbnb rental, or just advertise the rentals on Zillow, $3,200 a month. Like I mentioned all the time, you can get that $1,500 to $1,700 a month type of leverage, and you can be able to get a stable flow of income flowing through off of the aspects of using the business credit funding. People that have good personal credit right now have the stepping stone to get that business credit and be able to increase certain situations when it comes to Key Bank, DCU Credit Union, SoFi Bank, Marcus Loans, FinTech, and also credit unions before you go to situations of Bank of America. Bank of America is good when it comes to a lot of its programs because they got a lot of good federal programs, but you need to take advantage of having good, strong personal or just a substantially good personal credit where you can be able to leverage to get to business credit, create every LLC, build it up when it comes to your opening checking account deposits. People that need a pension plan, you set up a pension plan, like literally self-employed pension to stash away up to 50,000, and that's your retirement plan. In each LLC, you could be able to tuck away money when it comes to that. So if you do e-commerce, when it comes to high ticket sales, like I tell people all the time, when you do jump in, or if you got an Amazon store where you got a high volume of sales, or with the real estate, you can be able to get a bank statement loan and leverage certain other plays. I have somebody that's in the back with me. Salute to Mr. David Strong. David, when you do have the chance, get back with me. So can you turn on your camera, Keystone, before I let you on? Can you turn on your camera so I can verify who is coming in? Keystone. Keystone, turn on your camera so I can verify who is it. I just want to see the camera on, and when I can verify specifically. Mr. Strong, you call me. You call me. Okay. You can turn your camera off. Okay. What's going on, man?
I'm on the road now, so I'm here to let you know too. The card that I had put onto your account, they went ahead and canceled. You know what they did? I pushed it when I was on the TD Ameritrade, ended up pushing the thing too many times, and they end up trying to take out. Next thing you know, they end up canceling the card, so I got to go to a regular bank account now.
A regular bank account?
Yeah.
Well, that's what you do that, and also interactive brokers, man. Like, I don't have no situation when it comes to TD Ameritrade. The loading time can be a hassle, but if anybody else wants to come on, definitely feel free to come on and join. A lot of the plays that I told you about has went up. EVIO is up. CYBL has doubled. LCLP is pretty much on a run. Ticketer NSAV, that's pretty much on a run. So we're gonna get to most of the plays. So all the people that's coming in, please click the link. If anybody needs to get in contact with me, credit builder 475
I'm gonna
at
let you know this has not been.
gmail.com.
I'm gonna talk to the audience. I want to know it's not has not been an easy transition. It's not a hard transition, but it has not been an easy transition for me. But this stuff not to take time, but you have to take extra time out with the type of business I'm in and be able to get this done. So basically, I'm about to go back to Citizens Bank. I owed them a deficit from a long time ago. I hadn't used a bank account, a regular bank account, in years at a branch.
You got to use a regular bank account, man, because you're dealing with trading organizations that need people that have stable banking relationships. And plus, it's good for bookkeeping, man, because one of these days, what happened if your little bank corp bank isn't there anymore due to the fact that the subsidiary got either bought out by somebody else, or a situation like that? That's why you need a stable bank account, man, because you're missing out. Because the plays that I told you about and the people that already got involved in when it comes to these trades already got their money doubled, or have a good watch list of stocks that are going green if they haven't entered. So it's a lot of plays that you need to take advantage of, man, because these stocks are not going to be cheap for too long. Because, like, I'm going to show NSAV one more time. Then I'm pretty much going to get in my real estate spiel. And I think Pennsylvania is a deed state. I don't know if Pennsylvania is a deed state. Had to meet your mic, man. You had a lot of feedback coming in the background. Okay. Oh man, this jumped up even more. Wow, this jumped up even more. So as we speak, this is a runner, as we can see. Past 5 days, up 90%. And I told you about this like a week ago. In the past month, up 312%. and it's keep on
Yeah, I'm
running
getting
because
it.
it's still running as we speak. And this is the
Yo, I'm about to
cryptocurrency
take some.
exchange stock.
I think I'm gonna know. I
Breaking
know
up,
what
man.
bank account. I know what branch I'm gonna go to. I already know what branch I'm gonna go to. Yeah.
So net savings link. You need to get involved in that, man. You need to pay attention when it comes to that, man. This is a bullish move. The second largest cryptocurrency exchange coming through. You need to get involved in this, man. Because I talked about this 2 weeks ago, and now it's pretty much a big home run. It's really a home run where people that was just paying attention to the video, like people don't have to book with me to make money with me. This situation has literally been something I've been preaching to the choir for the past um, 3 weeks publicly, and like a month for the people that's like in house. Let me refresh my shit real quick. Hold on.
So people, this is what I'm gonna let you know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all have got paid and make money. I gotta get to this system and
Oh,
be able to maneuver with it.
okay. Well, repeat your question again. I was bored and I had to come back in. So repeat that one more
Oh,
time.
I said I gotta get adjusted to to this new system, a trade and everything. You know what I mean? I'm a blue collar guy, been just doing used to blue collar type stuff. So it's hard for me to try to convert over to trying to do this type of things. You know what I mean?
Well, well, with me, it's not going to be hard because I'm your eyes and ears when it comes to everybody in this
Right,
channel. I'm everybody's eyes and ears. I have people that didn't know what a semiconductor was, didn't know what the purpose of the semiconductors, telling me more about it than I can ever do. Due to the fact that I have people research it, people that are willing to adapt. And a lot of certain situations are a buy and hold and set and forget type plays. Others is something that you need to get on board with it very quickly
right,
because these are runners, like little runners. And such a good, beautiful part about it is LCLP is still cheap. LCLP, I've been telling about that for the longest. That was up 2,000% one day when I told people about that. So that was a 2,000% runner. And people could go back to the previous episode to look at that day when it was a 2,000% runner. TXTM is another good situation. PRDM is another good play. So we got an infrastructure bill vote that's coming in. So hopefully, if the vote goes good, the market can have a green day. So people that are in the Dow Jones bull, which I told people to hedge
question I want to
with
ask you
bull
too.
and bear.
What's
Yeah.
when you start this when you websites and we bull all that stuff? What's the most you should have in your regular bank account?
In your trading account, like I told people, you can have 50 to 100 set aside every week, every 2 weeks, or every month, depending on your budget. Have money set aside for that account.
Right.
Depending on your budget, if you got a bigger budget where you have a good enough set aside income, $50 a share, well, $50 per stock that you're getting involved in, get those shares accumulating. You got a merger, reverse merger, pink current. The terms that I'm telling you guys, you can search this on Google, you can do the hashtag on Twitter, and you can get a lot of plays that I keep mentioning to you that have information about the stock in extreme in-depth detail. So pink current reverse mergers is the plays that you research to be able to figure out what is the runner. Because the plays that I'm telling you guys, they're all pink current or going pink current or have some type of merger going with some type of funding. DARE is Dare Biosciences, and that blew up because of Bill and Melinda Gates' $50 million grant. And I'd had that
Mm,
research on me for like 2 weeks. So I tell people all the time, you always do your due diligence. You always study around using Benzinga. You use OTC markets. You use Yahoo Finance to do some research. And you also got to do digging around to find people in the industry. Because I also ask questions for people that in the industry that knows about lithium, that knows about Tesla and manufacturing, that understands technology. Because I am not a
Right.
know-it-all. I'm a person that can cultivate information, cultivate people, and be able to make sure that people can profit off of these aspects. Because crypto market right now is bearish, but NSAV is pretty much outperforming any type of bullshit Ponzi scheme or fake crypto coin. If you're going to invest in crypto coins, you invest in the ones that have the infrastructure like Ethereum, Cardano, Chainlink, Compound, um,
Mm.
situations where it's blockchain technology per se, using AI or using mixture of cloud services. So if you're gonna do the crypto situation, you need to find a stable technology. You got to do the stable
What do you feel,
technology.
what do you feel about these machines for cryptocurrency in the gas stations? But they have them in gas stations here all over Philadelphia in the suburbs.
Crypto
You put your
ATMs are
money
very
inside
profitable.
on the thing.
Crypt- Crypto ATMs can be very profitable due to the fact that they make money off of the fee. They make money off of the fees. You got to put it in areas where it's a lot of pretty much, how can I say, upper scale people, get a lot of upper scale people in either Beverly Hills, Las Vegas. The cryptocurrency ATMs are booming when it comes to those specific locations. So it can work well in certain locations based off income, but they're the infrastructure of crypto. Those are the companies that you should look and research of cryptocurrency ATM penny stocks or cryptocurrency OTC stocks, pink current stocks, or ones that trade on the Nasdaq. Something involving of those terms. Google searching, do your research. You could be able to find plays like that, so you could profit on those scenarios. You could profit on those scenarios very, very, very well. But for all the people that's coming in, please like the video. This is an open panel. If anybody wants to join in, feel free to join in. Please ask your questions. Please feel free to either hit my email up if you need a free stock list. If anybody wants to be able to book a consultation,
You can
credit
send me that
builder,
free stock. You can
I
send me
already
that
did.
free stock list that you did.
I already did.
Yes. Okay. Let me look in
And
my
plus,
mail for it some
you
more.
got my personal, man. Plus, you got my personal, man. You have my personal, so you
Okay,
already
I
get
got
the
it.
stock alerts
Hmm.
as we speak.
Right. So I want to ask you something. See, know what it is with me? I hadn't used a regular bank account for years because every time I fell behind, then they kept hitting me with deficits. It got on regular bank accounts got on my fucking nerves. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I just got rebellious against them and hadn't used them for a long time. When you walk
Well,
into
man,
a branch.
you gotta get back in the shift, man. You gotta get back in that shift, man. Because there's a lot of situations if you don't have a like with you, with you, you could be able to get the situation where if you work with your banking relationship, you could be able to get your personal credit where I can be able to set you up to get 50,000 in credit every 3 months off of the fact that you got a good credit file with trade lines on the profile with 5 to 7 years on it, with 15 to 10,000 when it comes to limit lines of credit. You could be able to leverage that. You got to be able to have it where you have a personal bank account that's actually strong, man. That's why if you can't do it with a big bank, get a credit union, man. Credit unions are the way to go to now on, to be honest, because they have lower underwriting standards that you can be able to leverage to your benefit, and they are more generous when it comes to lending, man. So you got to get that personal correct. But we got a question, Adam Williams. What about mutual funds? I am not a fan of mutual funds. This is not a mutual funds channel. I tell you, you need to get you a strong ETF of the index if you was going to do something where you was going to do indexes, but a mutual fund, nah. You need to look at healthcare, Bull 3X, due to the fact that healthcare is getting more COVID funding. One, PPE stocks is pretty much out the roof. Two, well, That's pretty much three. Three, it's gonna keep getting continual
I'll be right
funding
back.
probably to the end of the decade. All right, no problem. But the healthcare bull, I keep saying the healthcare bull, but I'm gonna have to share my screen and show you guys the healthcare bull. So give me one moment. But mutual funds, I'm not a fan of per se. It's for the people that want to be very safe. I get it, but if you want to be safe, you could get you some good inverses when it comes to some swings. Robotics, yes, I am a fan of robotics. Robotics, AI, IoT, IoT, the Internet of Things. I'm a fan of that. I have one rental. I think of refinancing to take my equity and reinvest to other properties. Any downsides to this idea? Well, you need to hop on the panel, man, or you need to book a consultation, bruh. Because I got a play that I could tell you, which I'm going to sprinkle some information when it comes to you right now. You have a good scenario. If you're going to invest in other properties, you need to be able to find a situation where you can either 10x it, where if you have $200,000 loan, you need to find a 1.5 to 1.7 million dollar property with a net operating income of 90,000 to 120,000, giving you a 6 to 8% cap rate to be able to justify either refi. But you can get a bank statement loan. You could get a bank statement loan to be able to preserve that equity of the house, because there's people that either do a situation where it's asset based lending. So I prefer you to find an asset first, preserve the equity, and get a bank statement loan. So you can get three loans, to be honest. You can preserve that refinance loan. Well, you can preserve four ways, because you can preserve the refinance loan and the hard asset, the hard money loan on the property, to be able to say, well, let me find an asset first. You could find a building, commercial building, or a duplex, a certain type of business, vacant property homes. Look at vacant property homes, look at deeds, look at the proper tax assessor websites, look at foreclosures. You got to expand your options. You got to expand your options when it comes to situations like that, man. So you have you have a good problem. So, you have one rental, thinking about refinancing your equity and to reinvest in other properties. The downside would be either a market turn of real estate where equity prices start dropping, but only how that would start dropping would be based off of the jobs don't match up with the equity prices, or population is not moving in to justify that situation either. But you got a good problem. Bank statement loan is pretty much a good situation. Stated income. Um, like I told you, if you're not already booked with me, definitely please book with me so I can give you a full scale plan. Because if you work on your personal, get your personal 680, or if you already got something that's higher, you could get that personal, get 2, 3 trading lines of $20,000 each. You have 60,000 in your credit profile. Be able to leverage a situation where you could get personal credit cards, or you could get you a good loan when it comes to SoFi loans, Marcus Bank, Marcus loans, SoFi Bank, Clear Bank is a good one, Soft Bank. That's the second one. So you could use 4, 5, 6 credit unions and be able to scale up big, then create an LLC and leverage the fact that you got strong personal with good lines to be able to get 50, 60,000 on each LLC. So you're really creating an EIN LLC with LegalZoom. You could do it with LegalZoom. They get you a business banker with Bank of America. And that's why Keystone, you get your personal banking situation in order, man. You're missing out on opportunities. I rock with you. You're my guy. But boy, when you're not in the banking world, man, you do get locked out on a lot of opportunities. But situation like that, you could be able to leverage the fact that you got good, strong personal That's why I'm helping people that's booked a consultation with me in my mentorship when it comes to their business credit, well, personal business credit, business planning, and also angel investors using Life Plan as your business plan tool to be able to create a very analytical, number crunched business plan. So when you do come to an investor, people say, okay, you got your estimated numbers here, you got your estimated expenses there, you got a potential profit and loss set up, but you got a good problem because with that one rental, you can leverage four ways. One way would be bank statement loans, two stated income loans, three um, uh, asset-based lending on a property that you're already seeing, four hard money loan on the property to save that refinance loan. Because really, you're trying to preserve that refinance loan. You're trying to reserve that refinance loan. Mr. Williams, I had to deactivate my Twitter. So if you want to get in contact with me, you get in contact with me with either this channel or you book a consultation, or you just hit up my email to get that free stocks list so you can be informed. Yeah, man, you can leverage that four ways, man. That's why you always got me here to be able to help you in some situation. Because I got people that could, because I got the credit repair business myself, and I also got the corporate credit situation where you can be able to leverage the fact that you got assets to get up to 500,000 in your personal funding. When you comes to assets, you have to have assets already. If you have a weak file, the minimum we can get you 10, 20,000 each when it comes to situation, but you got to work on creating a business because it's not you get credit funding, then you don't have a business. No, you have the business. So you have the business, we could be able to get a situation where we can scrub some inquiries. My partner Mark, he has it where he can be able to get rid of child support and also scrub off bankruptcies on a profile. So you got to be very keen on what is in your profile. Be honest on what you want. Be very critical on what you need, and have a diligent plan when it comes to business. So we're gonna look at real estate. So we're gonna look at some real estate properties as we speak. So let's look at some exotic properties. I haven't looked at the Caribbean properties in like a minute. There's a lot of Dominican Republic properties that were literally in a very stable.
I'm back.
Oh, okay. But like I said, man, you gotta work on your personal banking situation, man, because you miss out on opportunities on getting the Bank of America, getting the not National Fed, Navy Federal, getting you DCU Credit Union. You could be able to get 15,000. Getting the Marcus loan where you can get up to 50,000. You got to work on your personal business banking so you can get to your personal credit, so you can get to the funding, so we can get you the stated income loans and not daily pay loans. No, not daily pay, not them toxic ass loans that a lot of funding companies that try to tell you that they could be able to get you funding. No, that's not the key. That is not the way. But we're gonna look at some Caribbean properties right now. And these Caribbean properties are actually very cheap condos that can easily go for 2 million easily. So we're gonna look at Dominican Republic homes for sale on the beach. So I'm going to share my screen. We're going to share the screen. And if anybody wants to come up for this segment, please feel free to come up. I would definitely like to invite more people to come up. Feel free to come up. So these situations are very on point. So we're going to look at these. So I'm going to share my screen. Hold on. Give me one moment. Let me copy and paste the link, the StreamYard link for anybody who wants to come up. If anybody wants to come up, feel free to come up. We could be able to talk about these properties together. Because you could do seller financing internationally. I hope people know that. I hope people know you could do seller financing where if you have 40,000 in liquid on a condo property that's luxurious for 200, 300,000, you could be able to rent it out higher because it's in a luxury area by the beach. You got a lot of places that's literally by the beach. I'm gonna share my screen. If anybody wants to come up, click on the link. Feel free to come up. Feel free to come up. Okay, so share my screen. This will be the Dominican Republic, either Punta Cana or Santo Domingo. Okay. 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 Now you have these
that's beautiful. That's interesting.
250,000. Like I said, seller finance situation on this with 40,000 liquid can get you somewhere where you can be able to rent it out for $5,000 a month on Airbnb. Times that by 12, that's 60,000 plus the 50,000 that you already put up. You pretty much will be done paying for the $250,000 condo within 2 years easily. You pay for condo off, you could be able to get that rental income. And say like bigger properties like this, the $4 million property with the water really should be $20 million, $30 million easily. This is a 2-bedroom condo, Oceana Brevard, Punta Republic. On this
Be right back.
load. All right. Okay. I swear this is taking too long for it to load. I don't know if I can view on a map. Or let me just copy and paste this. Search that location. On this. Okay, so this is the location. That's the inner core. So this is the picture of it. 250,000. Rented out for 5,000 on Airbnb, Facebook, Instagram ads. You can even give the condos a Instagram page. You can be able to buy either Instagram follows, which you can do, and you can still be able to get of people that's coming in with traffic. You can be able to work on navigating that situation more preferably. I'm working on building my savings first before I invest a lot and risk it. I have some stocks, some Doge, and IRA, but I want money in my savings. Personally, I'm not a fan of condos. Well, me personally, I'm not a fan of condos when it comes to buying up a whole scale of it. But if people were going to be a person to do international investments, like I have a lot of people that travel on my channel. If you're going to travel for fun, you also get some businesses or a business or a form of pretty much getting something for X amount to mark it up double. I'm not the biggest fan per se when it comes to condos either, but it's a profitable lane. Because if people are going to love the situation for views and experience and festivities and situations like that, you gotta profit off of these luxurious locations that you love. Because I believe in paycation than anything. If you're gonna be on a vacation, you gotta get paid for it, or you gotta position yourself on how to get paid for it. That's 250,000 for a view like this. Seller financing. That's why you get in contact with the realtor. You do a deal with the realtor where you can be able to put something in the pot for the realtor's troubles to be able to get the deal closed or get to the seller. You gotta get to the seller. Be able to get a preferential deal where you can negotiate something. But these condos, you gotta be fan of the condo. It's like these condos is literally something that can sell for $1 million in America. So when you advertise for American people, having an Instagram page for it, or doing some Facebook ads for it, creating a page for the condo rentals, you can be able to make some money off of people that do the visits there. People that are visiting, you can make money off of the villa situation. So financing works globally, so it's not just an American thing to do deals and have a good basic breakdown. Because these are like resorts. Like if I had a situation like this, I would try to make it into resort. Where if you get it for 4 million, or if you get it for 400,000 with a lender with Mark, you can be able to put 400,000 down, get a construction loan to build a situation where you can make this probably valuable in of $10 million because you have a cabana, a cabana situation where you can be able to have homes, villas, rentals, condo build up by the beach. Be able to take advantage of situations like that, both land and the lot. That's where you become a converter of buildings, land area. You contact with the realtor. You be able to have the realtor on your side, negotiate a side deal with them. Be able to get a good deal. And all this can be leveraged with a down payment. A down payment, business credit build out, create your LLCs, 10 LLCs with 50,000 in business credit can get you the down payment plus the lender with Mark can be able to get 90% LTV on the property. Development, seller financing, develop a situation where you can be able to get more things out of that land area so it can be worth more. And you do lateral conversions, preferably. Lateral conversion. Those are literally areas of opportunity you can take advantage of. Plus, a lot of good lenders will be lending for you on that. But let's look at another property. Let's look at another property situation. But you can get them for cheap. Lateral conversion. That is a situation where you'd be able to leverage the fact that someone is either in a bind, because if the property is a hotel that's listing for $3 million, you could probably negotiate it down for $2.2 million and negotiate a 10% down payment, the business credit from the LLCs to cash those out for the down payment, leverage the fact of renting it up $5,000 to $7,000 a month. Really get you good stable cash flow. Airbnbs is a must. So you can do the Airbnbs on the hotels. You get more money, plus you can charge a little bit more when it comes to Airbnb. Plus you got a lot of traffic, free traffic coming in from those areas. So get the hotel for a less price than the listing price. Negotiate terms, of course, a down payment, have an inspector as well. Do some public records as well, because if you can find certain information on any type of liens, or say if a person is actually in a bind, you could beat them down on the price. So something that was listed for 3.2 million, you can get 2.2, 2.4 negotiated down on the statement. Leverage the business credit funding from your LLCs of SoFi loans, Marcus loans, Clear Bank, SoftBank, to be able to fund that down payment, and boom, you can be able to have it where you're renting it out for a higher price. You can be able to get more tenants in, vending machine, corn laundry mat, or you can be able to make the hotel into apartments specifically, or a shopping building, office space, whatever is the situation that's in demand, you can be able to convert it. So we look at some more situations in the DR. You got a lot of DR apartments, literally. Still. So if you're gonna do hotels, you're gonna have to do lateral conversions. Okay, so it says beachland for sale with approval for 110 condos. Plans in place. Price reduction. Puerto Plata. Okay, Puerto Plata. And like I said, you can be able to cut a side deal with Joanne. I'm telling you, with Joanne Hammond, you can be able to figure out the situation when it comes to what is needed to get this converted and closed. So this has the ability to have 110 condos. $110 condos can be approved. Like I said, you beat them down on the price and negotiate a seller financing down pay. Get a construction loan. Be able to develop them 110 condos, probably 200. $200 condos. You could be able to get that situated. You be able to rent it out for $4,000 each. And be able to get you a good starting operating income. Get you a loan to leverage. You can leverage bank statement, business bank statement loans as well. That can get you more accessible funding than you already even thought of. But that's $4,000 a month times 110 condos times 12. $4,000 a month. You're gonna have to. Let me show you guys. So all the people that's coming in, please like the video. It's also open panel. If anybody wants to come in, feel free to join. So beach land for sale. Approval for 110 condos. I want 200, but let's do it by their number standard by 110. So 4,000 times 110 would be $440,000 a month times 12. That'll be $5.2 million. And it needs a construction loan. So you pretty much buy the land, but you need an additional construction loan to be able to build the project up. So it says here, this project is a conceptual real estate project to be developed in one of the last beachfront lots in Cabarete, Dominican Republic. I know I butchered that. The land has 15,000 square feet, 3.7 acres, 86 meters of beachfront, located east of the town center. The project consists of 110 rooms, condos divided up to 75 keys, 20 studios, 21 bedroom condos, 22 bedroom condos. So wait a minute, we got to break this up in prices. So we can have a starting price of $2,700 to $5,000 a month. And we can do Airbnb International and also the Facebook page of having a targeting of incomes of 100,000 plus international travelers. You can target people based off of their interest on Facebook. So you can be able to do that Facebook ad targeting when it comes to getting traffic. Says here, because the condo designs is flexible, the studios. Okay, so 2 and 3 bedroom condos can be adjusted depending on the market demand. The project foresees a limited condo hotel operation once it's finished. The amenities are reception, gym, laundromat, pool, solar room, beach bar, and a restaurant. All approvals and permits are in place. So matter of fact, you can maximize other situation of building more on top of this. You can build more on top of this area of restaurants, beach bar, juice bar area. This is actually a good development play. It takes a developer mindset for this situation, but it's still a prime opportunity. It is actually a very big prime opportunity when it comes to a development like that. So people should look at the aspect of a business credit. One, well, first focus on the personal credit so you can be able to leverage the business credit 10 times with 10 LLCs to get a down payment to take advantage of this lavish opportunity to be able to build some restaurants, be able to get you condos approved, vendors, get you the vendor source. You have a lot of scenarios where you could be able to take advantage of a good lender opportunity, plus your personal credit being on point. So this is what it looks like on a vertical. On a vertical standpoint, that's what it looks like. You can build a lot around that certain area based on market demand. Hey, Mokamami. Mokamami, if you want to come on the panel, feel free to come on the panel, Mokamami. Okay. Okay, if you want to come up on the panel, feel free. Come up. Feel free to join. Welcome on. Feel free to join. It's definitely open for anybody who wants to come up on the panel. But that is an opportunity for people to be able to leverage that personal credit, to get business credit of $205,000 and get that villa, get the construction loan. Because as soon as you got everything secured, be able to get that development down pat, be able to get the international play. If you do travel a lot, a lot of people that do travel, that's for people that do travel a lot, you can be able to pick up certain type of assets of your vacation, and you can write off as a business expense because it was there. Business, you can get the business. You have the business card of the people you had contact with, and also wrote down everything where business flight is written all correctly for bookkeeping and accounting purposes. So if anybody wants to come up, please feel free to join. Mocha Mommy, definitely feel free to join.
I'm back now.
Okay, so was you following what I said when it comes to the properties?
Yep, I had to run inside.
Did you hear what I said when it comes to the properties?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these situations is where you can take advantage of seller financing.
Wow.
Man, your connection is lagging. Connection is lagging. But if anybody wants to join on the panel, feel free to join. Feel free to join. The link is there for anybody who wants to hop in. I got about 15 more minutes, then I gotta take care of some business stuff.
On the property part, I'm going to have to watch the replay on that because I had to step out the car.
Okay, no problem. Man, you need to call me as well. You need to call me as well because you have a new phone number, right?
You got a new phone number?
No, do you have a new phone number? Because you call me in two different phone numbers. I get confused at times.
Or you could hit me on the 484.
Okay, no problem. But starting to lose my voice now. Quite parched.
267 had my 484.
Okay. Oh well, we still live, man. So don't don't do that just quite yet. But if anybody wants to join on the panel, feel free to join. Feel free to join. We're gonna look at some more DR properties. Well, at least the land, because the land development, you can get a secure loan on these beachfront properties quicker. International due to the fact that it has the exotic appeal. Has the exotic appeal and has the ability to do international branding where you have international investors, international well-to-do, well-off people. That's why you need to always target luxury. And you can do that with Facebook and Instagram ads because this oceanfront situation right here can be copped. 110 condos is approved. You can be able to rent out the condos for each of a low payment of $2,700 a month up to $4,500 a month on these condo situations. So people can be able to get themselves some good. Do you see the picture?
I see the picture. These are some very nice, sharp, high Sedity places.
He called high sedity. That is funny, but people need to take advantage of these global plays because a situation like this in America would be $30 million. I'm playing $10 million in Miami, but they go for 2 million. People just need a development plan. Good lender. So this is another. This is a 1.8 10-room condo.
Call from same day Philadelphia. Do you
Seller financing as well. 200,000 can be able to get you these 10 rooms. Develop on these 10 rooms. Hold on. And people should always look at developing certain villas because certain mansions can be condos, to be honest. Maximize my income. So it was built in 2008. So it was built in the time of the economic collapse. All this for 1.8, 200 to 250,000 down payment, and ability to convert some shit, and to be able to get that $4,000 a month justifiable rent on each. So 4,000 times 10 units, that's 40,000 a month. Really, you should be charging 10. To be honest, you need to be targeting celebrities, Instagram celebrities that pretty much not big balling quite yet, but still have enough money to deal with you for the weekend. You can do it for the weekend charge. Matter of fact, the weekend charge you can be able to maximize more money. Change the furnishings around, but it is able to be able to make a good substantial amount of money off of the development on here. And they also have a walkthrough video on YouTube. So I'm going to copy and paste that for anybody in the chat that wants to see a walkthrough video. That's a YouTube walkthrough video of the property. People can take advantage of the development situations with seller financing. As long as you secure the fact that you do have a place on it. And also, another stock ticker I need to tell you about is NWTT. NWTT is another place as well. So if I'm waiting, let me get back in. Hold on. Okay, okay. Okay, so NWTT will be the final play, and I will be closing this bad boy down. So NWTT has a merger that is very important, and also opportunity for people to make money on a current runner that we speak today. So we have a 000 play, has a merger, and also a pink current situation that people can take advantage of as we speak. Plus, it's buy the dip. It's a buy the dip play. Let me share my screen. Okay. So NW Tech Capital has the merger. Past 5 days, up 20%. In the past month, vertically went up. If it 10x to 0.006 to 10x play, if it goes 6 cents, it's 100x. So situations of that would have to be more mergers, partnerships, grants, the whole shebang. But this is a merger situation that everybody should always look forward on being a part of. It's lithium mining as well. So I tell people about lithium stocks all the time. Enters in merger situations. That was 12 years ago. And when that happened, mergers made the stock go up. Right now, this mining company is in Nevada. Elon Musk is looking for companies that's in lithium in Nevada to buy up. So I'm going to give you that source of link to research to keep, to do some studying on. We're going to look at that article, but we got to have you informed when it comes to all the lithium stocks that you need to take advantage of. That is one of them. That is the source to the lithium. Okay, Northwest Tech Capital, lithium mining boost by EV sector. The global lithium market size was valued at $4.2 billion in 2019 and expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 1.9 from 2020 to 2027. Forecast shows demand for EVs surging within the next decade. Massive investments are being made to scale battery production, and factories are being retooled to assemble hundreds of thousands of electric vehicles. But lithium mining projects are stagnating without enough upstream capacity. Lithium shortages could increase the prices or stall adaptation. In this piece, we discuss the dynamics of what they mean of lithium mining companies and EV adoption. Well, I can pretty much tell you in a nutshell. Elon is needing lithium to buy out or do partnership with. So lithium is very crucial in the mineral, identifying as essential to the economic and national security of the United States, the supply chain of which is vulnerable to disruption. So that means cybersecurity when it comes to supply chains. So cybersecurity supply chain stocks is needed to be able to get involved on profiting on that lane. So that's cybersecurity supply chain stocks. So people that got pen and paper, please write that down. Cyber security supply chain stocks. Supply chain. Because if it's vulnerable, then that means cybersecurity is going to get funding around this. So you can be able to make money off the fact that the U.S. Department of the Interior to locate domestic supplies of those materials, ensure access to information necessary to study. That is the link. Let me copy the link, send you guys the link. So this company pretty much benefits off of lithium. So this is a lithium play. It's triple zeros. It's a buy to dip type of situation. People should always be focused on those situations. Thoughts on the latest SEC rule amendment? Well, it'll just motivate companies, stock companies, to get pink current and to be more transparent with their information. Companies that aren't transparent when it comes to their information will be the ones that will be lagging. But the ones that do have situations correctly where everything is prim and proper, bookkeeping and accounting, they have nothing to worry about. But yes, that's always the possibility when it comes to those situations. Very good companies, but pink current, you got to get the full. Okay, let me finish my point real quick. When it comes to the current, pink current literally has the deadline in September 28th. So situations of companies that aren't pink current, that aren't verified, then pretty much then yes. But there's scenarios where they're pink current stocks that are penny stocks that are going to get uplisted, and you can be able to benefit off the fact that companies are going to be more on the preparedness of filing on time. So literally, it's a chase for companies to be able to file. So I have no worries about that. I have no worries about that. Interactive Brokers, TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab. So really, people should focus on one, benefiting on getting the profits to 10x plays, because there's still plays to be made. Because September 28th is in the near future, but when it comes to trading stocks, a month is like a year when it comes to trading stocks. So really, people should focus on companies that are pink current, because ones that are pink current will not be affected. Get that specification clear directly. The ones that are pink current, that have their verifications, that do go with the SEC Gov, that got their 8K filing, their 10K filing. That's where you need to research those terms. 8K. I'm gonna type that in. 8K and 10K filings. So I'm not even worried about the situation, because 8K, 10K filings, pink current shows that the company can stay. Now, the companies that don't have it by that time, then yeah. But it's all based on the metrics of them being transparent, having all their filings on rapport, and being very, very cooperative when it comes to questioning. So the attorney letter is pretty much where they will send to the SEC. So look for attorney letters.
I gotta learn this type. Very interesting. Gives you a lot of power and advantage with money, stock market, and everything. You know, Got to go.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to go back, reschool yourself, and really have to get your mind back into these type of things again. What
Yeah.
you think
So,
about the
I just
shift that's about
entered.
to happen, or they trying to do you?
Yeah,
Remember, I sent you a
it's a
video about the shift.
yes, yes. I seen
Know
the
about the
video.
shift, let them know what's going on. AMT TV announced the shift. They're gonna use a real currency just to get rid of the dollar bill. So the regular money that you have in your pocket ain't gonna be nothing within 3 to 6 months.
Well, I partially think that's true. I partially disagree. Digital currencies is based off of two segments: the ones with the coins and the ones evolving with the dollar. Our dollar is already digitalized. Our dollars already digitalized to the point where banks don't even have physical cash of hundreds of millions. It has digital money. So the transition of everything is pretty much workforce transition, vehicle transition to the EVs. That's why I tell you guys about all the time about the EV plays, infrastructure stuff. Always keep you informed when it comes to that, because the shift is more or less of automating the kiosk situation. I have one of these kiosk plays. I have a drone company that I've yet to tell y'all guys about. It's DRNG. So that's DRNG. So I'm not worried about any type of delisting situations, because the companies that I'm looking at and the companies that are either on the list that either may suffer situation before September 28th, I believe all the companies will be very clean and clear on giving all their verification on the 8K filing, 10K filing, pink current, the attorney letter, so they don't get delisted where the SEC does crack down, or OTCQI. No, OTCIQ.
What
So
about the
I'm a
average
type.
retirement?
Yes.
What about the average retirement person in their 80s and 70s, your grandma who sits the house, who just depends on the old way, don't know nothing about this? She's going to be burnt and left out.
Unfortunately, yes. Because old habits die hard, man. Old habits die hard. People should focus on being more expanded when it comes to information. Definitely do the due diligence when it comes to different sources of people on multiple sides of the argument. So it's bigger than just black or white. It's bigger than just red or blue. It's pretty much aspects of technology. Um, a lot of funding being set aside of research and development. People need to really focus on what the hedge funds and the billionaires are doing, because they actually mold society due to the fact that they can put money into electric vehicles and make certain situations where electric vehicles become more advertising compared to the fossil fuel pickup truck or a car, because they're trying to phase them out too. So um
Because I'm looking at the grandpa, the person who don't use this technology. They just use a regular flip phone. They don't know nothing about these program stocks or everything. Because nothing's going to be manual for them how it used to be. Just can't do Bell Atlantic no more.
yeah, man, it's no excuse no more. It's really no excuse, at least for my specific
Yes,
generation.
that is true. That is really no excuse. And what about the street? What about the street motherfuckers out here who don't want to listen? They go against these phones. They hate the technology, and they use the technology to make fools of themselves instead of doing what we're doing to make some money.
Well, people like that, you really can't save those type of people, man. Like, you're an aspect of, if you can give the information and whoever come, whoever that latched on is going to benefit. Whoever that wasn't paying attention is going to be the one left behind. So I look at it like, I know dudes that pretty much, if I tell them about this, they wouldn't be interested. If I tell them about credit repair and getting their personal credit, getting trade lines, and focus on business and real estate and situations of being diversified and rebalancing portfolio, meaning that, every year when you got good gains, you rebalance it to make sure that everything gets allocated in the right sectors that is going to blow up. Because last year, biotech stocks were on fire. This year, biotech stocks is getting a huge monster sell off. People that rebalanced their portfolio protected their gains from the biotech stock blowing up
Wow.
big in 2020.
And you taught me some things. I've been really fucking missing out. And I'm sad I missed out, man. I've already been
Don't
rich.
don't
I've
be
already
sad.
had a
Don't
big
don't
business.
don't nah. Don't be sad. There's still opportunity left, man. Because people that invest in a biotech bear has made so much money where they can be able to set aside $50 every 2 weeks and then be able to get a multiple where they got $750 in their trading account. And they just started $50 in the bull or the bear 3x. So nah, don't feel sorry. There's still more opportunity left, man. There's segments of where the bonds is going up, Asian bear, the Asian markets is crashing, so you can profit on that situation. I don't just invest in just penny stocks. I just show the penny stocks how people can make money on them because I know people got limited budgets and they can't invest in the big ass companies like Tesla. When I told people about Walmart when it was cheap pre-stimulus, people that got on Walmart made money. People that got on Nike made money. People that saw that Apple stock was undervalued because of $100 billion quarter of the previous stimulus, you know, situation like that. People should just focus on what's the better opportunity. People should always study on what is going around them. Okay, now I'm back.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you doing? So here it is. We're in 2021, and some of these average Joes don't get it. People get too caught up in these situations when you try to tell them the real deal. You know what I mean? About their finances. A lot of motherfuckers they don't want to deal with it. You know what I mean? They come forward with the 9 to 5. They come forward with the jobs and all that. That's just and even you have your own business. That's just not good enough. When you got all this money out here, it's no excuse. Then what happened to him? He'll come back. So just to let you know, can't save everybody. You know what I mean? I'm taking the baby steps of doing this thing. You know what I mean? Getting
Did real
away from
did,
the
did real
average
deal
Joe
get
mindset.
booted?
You say?
I said, did real deal get booted?
Now, he's gonna probably be coming back. He came out. He probably got kicked out. Come out. This is what StreamYard does.
Oh, okay. No, but I totally agree with you. Like, there's real opportunities to make money, and you have to you have to be creative.
Exactly. I look at the phone I have right there. I have a Note 20 Ultra. I do all my business. So I got a 512 Note 20 Ultra. I told others to get the 512 phone. Everybody want to do 128, 256. Now, phone runs out of space. They want an SD card. They can't have enough room. I bought the 512 phone for a reason last year because I knew these type of things were going to start coming up with business. Just not me doing my driving and all that and making money with doing Lyft, courier work and all that. But other opportunities of money are coming up that I've discovered. So many lives is so overwhelming.
okay, now I'm back.
Yeah. No, I'm just joining. I'm just listening. I'm always ready to gain some knowledge, get this information, and make some money.
Well, okay.
Right now,
Well,
my situation
yeah.
my situation right now is not really set up like your situation. It's going to take me not a long time, about a month or two, about a couple months for me to really get set up the way that y'all set up.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. The personal credit situation, man. You need to fix that up and get you a stronger file. You get the stronger file, you can be
Oh,
able to get the funding.
Did you
That's why you
mention
got
to
me,
him?
man.
Did you mention to him how you can really just wipe that off? Like,
Yeah.
because because the thing about credit, it's a made up thing. It's all just an arbitrary thing, in my opinion.
Hello?
You know,
Hold on.
like
Hold on.
it's fixable, but until you fix it, it's kind of hard to make moves.
Yeah, man. That's why you need to work on your personal banking relationship, man. If you're on check system, we could get check systems out, but you need to be able to get that personal banking, man, because you need to leverage the situation with Bank of America, man. Bank of America is actually one of the situations where when you do create your LLC, you got a business banker, and your business banker can be leveraged so many opportunities because you can find out lending programs. You can be able to get involved when it comes to getting some more additional funding.
And
And plus,
before I deal with a regular bank account, my man, I want to make sure I have 1,500 to 2,000 in that joint because they've been known to fuck me over when it goes down to zero and keep like it, you never once you get negative with these branches, you never come out of it.
well, setting aside some money, you can set aside some money. Well, I can be able to do this when it comes to the program. We can get you 10,000 in funding to start off, but you gotta pay back the loan. You gotta pay back the loans or the credit that we can't get you involved. And that comes to the personal. That means we can be able to fix the
Here's the deal: I
situation.
don't want to be owed. I don't even want to be owed nothing because I got other things I'm taking care of now. I'm trying to get. I'm
You
already
need
paying on
funding.
another card,
You
and
need
I'm working on a
you
second
need
card now.
funding. You need funding. You need funding because if you're working within the margins, you need funding. You have me. You have an aspect of someone that can get you involved when it comes to stocks. That can get you involved when it comes to e-commerce. But you got to leverage into some business, man. You got to leverage it into a business where you can be able to get more access to funding off of the bank statement loans on your personal, and your personal can be leveraged to create an LLC to get the business credit, so you can be able to make the duplicates. You gotta do it on that step by step basis because you can't get caught up when it comes to scenarios of you not having enough personal involved where you could have leveraged so many angles and opportunities that you didn't even know. Because
Right.
at the end of the day, the personal needs to be solved before we get you into business, before we get you into age corporations, before we get you into corporate credit, before we could be able to at least think more bigger for you. Because Philly is in a market where tax liens, tax deeds, I forget if it's deed. I think it's a deed state, but cash for deed properties, you could take advantage and be able to sell it on Zillow as soon as you take over the asset, man. You need to find more
That's good. And
avenues to
this is
be
my
able to
home.
get. This is your home. You could be able to take advantage of the West Philly
Philly, my home.
development. So you need to be able to have a structured plan where you can be able to set aside some money. I don't know if it's working more clientele, more hours, but you need to have more set aside money first as a personal budgeting tool to be
Yeah,
able
that's
to get to more money, man. Because, bruh, at the end of the day, man, you got me. A lot of the plays that I showed you, you missed the entry off of the getting a double play. Because CYBL, I've been told you that we're the double play, which CYBL will be pink current fully, and it won't have to worry about the SEC requirements. So I'm pretty much fully informed when it comes to that segment. So CYBL, you got that situation. EVIO, you had that situation, and people are getting double the return. People are starting to see profits in their trading accounts. So,
so my pay. You know what messed me up with that was the paying methods. Then when you told we had to wait, the next thing you know, everything bounced, and I had to clear. I didn't know, so I had to clear everything up with TD Ameritrade. In the beginning, you're going to get screwed over a little bit. You're going to get kicked. you're gonna get kicked in the ass. I like it.
I don't know. It varies. It varies with people when it comes to that. So it varies. It varies
So by getting a
because you
regular
got
bank account,
fees.
walking into a branch.
You got to count fees, and it does take some time to clear. It does take some time to clear some situations, but always you got to always be more diligent when it comes to things like that, man. Because these opportunities be coming and going.
Just to step
Because
in for a second.
yes, yes.
You say it's the best bank accounts to go with? Because I'm looking to get my not me, my M&T bank account back in my Citizens.
Get that back operated, man. That's a
I
good
like
bank
Bank of
account, man.
America, and I think Bank of America even has like another option where there's like a cap of what like they can take, or they won't be able to charge like overdraft fees or something like that. But
Mm.
but don't they have other options though? Like there, would he be able to invest if he has the other like, for example, one of those like a Chime account or a NetSpin or a Green Dot? Would he be able to use that?
You will still be able to use that. I don't see what's the problem. 'Cause I have a client that has a net spin that she managed to plug her stuff and no problem. So
I
it's
have a
It
it,
might be
NetSpend
an
card.
option then.
he needs to work about his banking relationships. He need to get the net spin if he can when he can because he can. It's when he can, and to be able to focus on setting up situations where he can get a good bank relationship connected, man, because he can't be locked out when it comes to these banks. Because check
Well,
systems, if he has check systems, that can be deleted if that is his problem.
well, I to start the first thing because I only put $50, and I'm already seeing growth on 50. So for me, because I'm a skeptical person, me that's enough for me to be like, okay, I see what's up. I could put some more now. But it depends on if you have a long game or a short game. And I see people they put money into scratch offs. $10, lose it, get nothing. $20, lose it, get nothing. Right? Maybe you might win something every once in a while. But if you so so for me, that's a better choice because I know even if my money ain't growing right now in that moment, but it did, it's like I can always say that, you know what, at least I have something tangible that, this is something I own versus something that is thrown in the garbage after they tell me I lose.
Exactly. Now let's look at some properties. Let's look at some properties because we was looking at certain type of visuals when it came to properties. Let's do that real quick. Well, I got everybody in here. If anybody that's coming in that wants to join the panel, the link is in the chat. Definitely join in. Definitely join in. If you're in the backstage and you're waiting, please message me so I could be able to put you up in the big stage. So let's do that.
Ain't too many Bank Americas where I'm at. There's only just one left.
Well, you could get a virtual
So I
account,
might
man,
have to
but
do
we look at
I might have to do like some chase or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
because man, if that's your hurdle, man, then you letting something that's very jumpable block you.
I don't think they even go by the regular accounts though. I think if you go through, I think they have like an account for that situation. You may have to just call them and just speak with them and just see, because sometimes we can like things that we think are our hurdles stop us when they're not actually hurdles. You feel me? Like,
Right.
maybe to call them because I swear they got a plan where it's like I think you have to pay like maybe $4.95 a month or something. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. But I would suggest calling Bank of America. Um, or even just finesse it. Be like, listen, I went to SunTrust and they told me this. Finesse it because they do have a little bit of leeway, and just try to see if you can get legit because there's nothing better than being legit.
Do you see my screen?
That. Oh
I
yeah,
see
we
it.
see the screen. Oh yeah, it's beautiful on the back. I would love to be there right now.
That's $1.8 million. And I told people
Man,
how if they work on a personal, like if you work on your personal, where we can build you up to get 40 to 50,000 your personal, you can be able to leverage that to be able to create an LLC to duplicate the same thing and mirror the same thing with the credit unions. Because you get your personal banking straight, you can work with the credit unions, be able to get DC credit union, cash that out for a down payment on this for seller financing, be able to charge $2,500 a weekend, and you get the weekend clients, or you can be able to get a 2 day, every 2 day or 3 day clients. You can be able to make $2,500 or $5,000 on this 10 bedroom situation, and you could be able to work with the realtor. Get the realtor on your side, work a side deal with the realtor, be able to get some money on a situation on the back end in 10 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, 10 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms. Development in 2008. Situations like that can be a play where you can be able to rent it out to $4,000 a month roughly. Times that by 10, that's 40,000 a month. Times that by 12, that's 500 to $600,000. That's actually 580. So let's look at more plays. This is just one. This was just one of them. Seller financing can be global. Then you got Sasua, luxury beachfront 5 bedroom villa. The villas need to be resorts. Those need to be broken up where you can charge per room.
a lot of plays, a lot of property, a lot of revenue coming back. That's beautiful.
This needs to be broken up some form of way. This needs new development of some sort, be built upon.
Where's that at?
Sasua,
Isn't DR?
yes.
That's beautiful.
Like that view. Seller financing can be global. Plus, with Mark can be able to get you financing. It seems like damn near anywhere on this earth. Just have a cooperative seller or a cooperative realtor set up the terms, contract negotiated, the financials. This can be a resort. This is supposed to be cashed out $5,000 a weekend, $10,000 for the whole house, $20,000, and you can do the Facebook ads, Instagram ads, target people with higher incomes. I'm telling you, creating an Instagram page for a house like this can be able to create a lot of traction, a visibility if people want to spend money. It has the luxurious exotic look, the red lights. Me personally, I think this should be more of a hotel, but the aspect of the exotic look can be able to bring a lot of appeal
DR,
into this.
born after wise. You go to Dominican Republic, born after wise. Bring your own bottles of liquor over there. Don't drink their stuff. You may not come back.
Man, I'm trying to get monetized, man, y'all.
I agree, but yeah, I mean, or just go to a real store. Like, just don't buy anything bootleg. But buy the property. Forget the liquor.
You're supposed to buy the property, sir. talking about liquor and shit, man. We focusing on converting this property either into a oceanfront hotel, oceanfront condo, or making it where we can build on the side of it where it can be on some resort type stuff. Because resort money can bring in more money than a mansion
What I
villa. It can be a resort.
what I noticed is that a lot of communities. Okay, so let me because I'm in public right now, so I want to just say something. I noticed other communities. I have a friend. He is from India, and what his family does is they pull all of their resources, right? You know, and everyone is taken care of, and they have a compound. So I'm wondering, what do you think about pooling resources to get like a percentage in something like that? Because we're not gonna like so that people that are not interested in or skeptical of like getting a loan. What about pooling resources? Everyone has like a 10% stake. You get 10 people that got 10 grand that can make something happen. Like, what do you think about that?
Well, it could be done. If you have 10 grand, like I said, working on that personal is going to be key because you're going to have to leverage some form of loans or lending to be able to get involved because you can cash out the business and don't affect the personal and be able to put it on a down payment on a situation like this, like a seller financing. If you had 6 people that had 10,000 each that pooled resources that duplicated, like I said, they can literally create 2 or 3 LLCs with about 30,000 credit to start off with, 30 to $50,000 credit. So they have about 750,000 in credit combined as a group. So definitely for it, that would be an investment group. They would create a family investment group or a family trust, private trust, some form of it. If there was either family, friends, or just people that they grew up with, it can be done. It just have the aspects of this is the investment, this is how much we can make. We can leverage our connections to be able to get this fully down pat where assets like this on seller financing or buying it outright, you can cash out the credit to say, well, this is for $1 million. We have 685,000 liquid cash. Take it or leave it. And a lot of the times, if it's in the market for a long time, they'll take it and see you didn't spend all your 750,000. You got enough money left over for either another asset or any type of amenities development or expansion on this that's needed. Big pull. So, any type of free space like this, some more stuff can be developed. A bar, a restaurant. See, this is where the resort aspect can come in. And you can make this little water world feature into a moneymaker. So really, these are all the pictures. These are literally all the pictures of the views, the surrounding areas, what's inside. But all this is pretty much just a visual on what international investments, if people are going to be doing the vacations, going to do situations of them enjoying themselves, find businesses as well, or find opportunities of businesses just to be able to make sure that you don't come out of it without some form of new information that you didn't know before. So you can study and build upon it. So these are just NDR. Those are just literally Dominican Republic areas. There's other scenarios of resorts that are for sale. people could take advantage on, but I am about to get off. I am about to get off. I appreciate everybody for coming in. Key, salute to you. You got my phone number. Respect to everybody that was joining in. We'll be able to catch each other tomorrow. Everybody have a safe and productive week. Wish nothing but the best for everybody. Let's get to this money and focus on pink current stocks, because pink current stocks and mergers can be able to beat out anything the SEC throws at them due to the fact that they're verified, they're going through everything involving procedures in the process. So research those two terms, you'll be fine when it comes to anything that comes out the way in September 28th. But I am RDF, and I am out.